Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It's Friday! Yay! I love Fridays. I say it every Friday. Leather Bag Lady weather report. It's kind of a Glasgow day today. It's not raining, thank goodness. It's damp and it's not freezing, thank goodness. So it's probably 2 or 3 degrees outside, so it's not too bad. We were supposed to get some flurries this afternoon. Whether or not that happens, I do not know. Pull my leggings up. This fat ass of mine's starting to not fit in shit. I'm just saying. Just saying. Oh, but that's all right. I'll get on it. So, today's bag. This is one of the bags that I got on Monday from the antique market. Something that I've never done because I just presumed the bags would be too expensive. Are they pricier than when I thrift? Absolutely. Are they probably better bags? Not necessarily better quality, but better brand names, better style. So today's bag, I walked past it and immediately stopped because I saw it and I thought it was a vintage Coach. And it isn't, but you tell me what you think. It is so vintage Coach. It's ridiculous. But it's not. It's made in Canada. There is a made in Canada sticker, but no brand name or anything like that. It has a top handle, has a 23-inch strap, which is just perfect crossbody, even on my big boobies, or Bristols, as they call them in England. How's your Bristols doing? There you go. So nice gusset, and it is just gorgeous. Now, I did a little bit of work on it. So Leather Bag Lady Vintage is my Instagram. And I've started to put some before and after pictures on some of these bags. As you know, I seem to be gravitating towards more of kind of a refurbishing zone than just, give it a quick wash and list it. So I think as I move forward, that's probably where I'm going to concentrate my efforts. And if not specifically that, then I'm going to start to rejig some of these bags by adding purse zipper pulls or hang tags or something that just makes the bag a little bit more stylish and individual. Raw leather interior. Not sure what this looks like. It might have been a little bit of makeup or something, but because the leather is rough, I'm not going to get into scrubbing that or anything. Inside, it's just a wipeable interior. And in the front pocket, there's your made in Canada little tag with a Canada flag on it. Super cute. But that's all there is. There's no brand or anything like that. And another slip pocket on the back with all raw leather. I love, love, love raw leather. This bag is absolutely fantastic. If you were to hang a Coach hang tag on that, nobody would know the difference. Not that I really care, but yeah, I did find a Coach. I think I mentioned it to you. I found a brown vintage Coach, but it had like this same really thick seam, and it was almost like a binocular case kind of look, and it would not have packaged well. So I left it there, and there were some pen marks and things on it. What was it they were asking for it? Like 38 bucks? And then tax on top, and I just thought, no. For the amount of work I would have to do on it, no. So there we go. Today's bag, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So it is Friday. I did go to the gym this morning. My first leg workout in the gym in probably a month. I am still babying my knees. My knees are really hurting. Not as much as they were a couple of weeks ago, but I don't know. The reality of just getting older and maybe not being able to do what I want to do physically is really kind of pissing me off because I don't feel 55 next week. And I don't know that I look 55 next week. My mother is having a really hard time with me turning 55 next week. But I am aware I do have a little bit of arthritis in one ankle because of repeated twisting it repeatedly throughout my youth. It's called chronic injury-related arthritis. And it's the same foot that I broke in 2020. So that foot is just, I'm very aware of the real eventuality that I may have mobility issues because of some of this stuff. So I don't want to go too crazy and push things too far, but I also still want to maintain the workouts that I've been having. And, you know, my 10 pounds that I've gained, if I don't shut my mouth, it's going to turn into 15 pounds very quickly. But what are you going to do? I met Pius for soup this morning. What was it? Cream of vegetable. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. So that was an unexpected outing. And now I'm back and I'm listing bags and doing before and afters with bags. I have to write myself a schedule because some of this stuff I'm doing is like the befores and afters are kind of new. So I get very distracted very easily. So I need to take 10 minutes every night. I really do. And just write a little schedule because as I've said to you many times before, once I write it down, it gets done. So cleaned the bathroom this morning. Well, 3/4 of the way through cleaning the bathroom, just have the floor left to do. I have to do shit in stages because I have the attention span of a flea. We're not going to hockey tonight. My nephew has a little bit of an injury, so we're not going to go. We're going to go and see, well, actually, we're going to go and see Mike play. Mike is not playing tonight, my friends Mike and Connie. He got suspended. It's an old timers league. Pi said to me at lunch, he goes, what did Mike get suspended for? I'm like, I want to talk to him about that in person because that's got to be a story. It's got to be a story. So looking forward to seeing Mike and Connie tonight for a little bit. We'll be chitty-chatting about our weekend away. Not this coming week, not this weekend, next weekend, the week after. The four of us are going to Niagara Falls for the weekend. We're going to Big Texas. We're going to go and do some, I don't know, pool playing, lots of drinking, I'm sure, and some boogieing along the way. So yeah, my birthday extravaganza starts tonight. So I'm turning 55 on Tuesday. And I guess a little bit of a milestone. I got in the car today after my gym visit. And I thought, I'm 55. I'm 5 years. I'm as close to 60 as I am 50. And I'm like, I don't really care so much. But I am noticing some differences. You know, my skin and my, you know, things are starting to sag a little bit. And I have gained a little bit of weight back. So I need to address that. And just, I don't know. But in the same breath, I think about my life now and what it was this time last year. And I think that's what's kind of got me thinking. Because this time last year, Bruce and I had just split up beginning of January. And I was in a very different place. You know, still wasn't fully back to work. CERB had ended, which was our government's way to help out some of us who were unable to work because of COVID. And I was kind of freaking out a little bit. And I spent a lot of time creating what was going to be my year. I was going to try a new format for doing shows because I love going away and I was living in the house as it was, and it was just not somewhere I wanted to be. So when I first met Pius, I had a whole kind of plan in place where I was going to go away to a different area Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So leave Tuesday, do a show, and then stay Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and then after my show Thursday, I would be heading home. So nowhere crazy. Still, I met Pius the end of May, so I already had my first one booked, and it was in Cambridge. So I did. I stayed in Cambridge for 2 nights, and that was brutal because we had just met, and it was like I couldn't get enough of him. Still the same way now. And we ended up meeting for dinner, and I just said, no, I'm not doing this. But it just was very impactful on how life has changed for me and how life will be changing in the future, because I really kind of am a little bit of a Betty homemaker at the moment, and not necessarily because I've wanted to be, but January, February are really very slow months for me with the bags. Still trying to fully commit to what I want to do with the bags moving forward, just because I don't want to ever not be available to do some of the fun stuff Pius wants to do. You know, and his schedule is so last minute that for me to be booked doing something else, like even today, you know, he called me and he's like, I feel like having some soup. And I was like, hell yeah. But if I had, you know, arranged something, or I wouldn't be able to do that. And I mean, I know we've only, you know, it's been a year almost and blah, but I don't care. And I don't see that changing, and I want to be available. So it's me trying to navigate how I can still earn a little bit of a living and still be available for all the fun stuff that we want to do. And living in my house, it is going to give us the resources to be able to do a ton of fun stuff. So, you know, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that I'm not going to, you know, earn a living or whatnot, but it's certainly not going to be the stressful, it was, yeah, I mean, this time last year, it was very stressful. I wasn't working at all. I was basically just had the bags. I had a little bit of savings, but I didn't want to touch that because that's what was going to pay for the house renos that I'm doing now. And I mean, now it's very different. I mean, is Pius going to let me starve? No. Is Pius going to, I mean, am I going to lose the house because I can't make my mortgage payment? I've never not made a mortgage payment, but like, I'm really not working as much as I need to be able to fund myself as meagerly as I live. So it's like, I've not really had to navigate that mind space before that, you know, I'm going to have a husband, and I mean, not that I'm ever going to rely on him to look after me, but I can. And I don't know. That is just very new. It's a very new thing, but it's a reality, and it's going to be the way my life is. Like, holy shit. I am going to be in a great relationship with a wonderful man and going to be able to live a life that I probably never would have thought possible, vacations and all that kind of stuff. So isn't it fantastic? And hopefully you guys out there are all working towards something, whether it is easily attainable or not. And I had it all planned out. I had resigned myself to the fact I was going to be single, and I wasn't going to be a nun, believe me or not, but I wasn't going to necessarily be interested in a relationship. I was going to be the master of my own destiny, the captain of my own ship, and I made a plan. And then literally 6 weeks later, I met somebody, and holy shitballs. So it is, you know, here I am, 55 on Tuesday, and it is just going to be, it's just going to be what it is. We're looking forward to Tuesday. I'll speak to you on Monday before that happens and let you know what we're doing on Tuesday. I think I'm going for lunch with my mom. But tonight we're going, as I said, to see Connie and Mike. Tomorrow we're going to the Grimsby Legion to go dancing. I'm going to have to really curtail my love of getting up and dancing, because if I thought my knee and my ankle were sore before, I sound like an old lady, don't I? Anyway, that's what we're doing on Saturday, as well as taking the rest of the ceiling down in the morning tomorrow. And Sunday, we are delivering Pius's couch and chair to his oldest daughter. And then I think we might be going to see the youngest daughter. So it's just busy, busy, busy. And I'm still not with my clients. I don't really know what's going on with that. But anyway, there we go. That's my before, during, and after. Have a great weekend, everybody. And hopefully there'll be a little bit of thrifting in there on Sunday. And we'll see what next week brings. Bye, everybody.